Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of Redstone Tutorials. Um, in this episode, I'm gonna cover, it's called a Piston Floppy. Yeah, and there's normal floppies, but those are like really massive, and just only out of redstone. And this is one of the most compact versions of a floppy. There are different ways for different things, like um, in the other floppies, there's a what, like if you're making a light that switches out and then like replaces it with a normal block. Um, Basically, the floppy is built into those. That's another different way of using it differently, but that's basically what I'm gonna be showing you. Last episode we just did focused on some of the three main repeaters. The annoying rapid 5 o'clock and the normal repeater over here, or the one that you can totally control yourself. With this, basically one of the biggest things that people use this for is one of the biggest things that I know of is uh, basically turning a button into a lever. So if I hit this button, it goes through its one tick and swaps this over, which makes that redstone torch power this block, powering that redstone to whatever you're trying to power. So basically, I hit a button once and it kept the door open. If I hit it again, it'll close it and keep it closed. As opposed to over there, where if you press it, it'll stay on for that one tick that the button is being powered for. In the last episode, I said that I would like tell you what you could do, like right here. I said that you can make a door like go all the way around in a circle, and then like stay on, and then when it goes around again, it'll turn off. That's basically what you would do with this. I mean, you could probably see how it would do it like that. With the power would go. Actually, I can just kind of do a mini one right here for you. There. See, the power goes all the way. Will go all the way through it, which causes the door to stay open. Power goes all the way through the repeater. It causes the door to stay closed. It's basically what I meant to say during the last episode. It's pretty much, well, I mean, that's pretty much it to show the repeater. But so yeah, when you press this button, the power goes up here. It's not really a glitch, and it's kind of hard to explain too. Basically, when you have a block like this, and you have the torch on that side, on like the edge of the block, and you have something powering like that, it'll turn that torch off. Basically, kind of like it's pretty much the same thing as if you have a block there. Just pretend it's not there. If you have a block there and a torch there, it'll turn it off because it's being powered. Right here, it's the same thing because this block is getting power, and then this torch gets turned off. So that's basically what's happening up there. Is they both turn on, like, well, this turns on and turns the torches off, and then like when it turns the torch back on, it'll just swap the block over. It's kind of hard to like if you're really asking questions, it's gonna be hard to explain, but it'll swap the block over, and when the block is not above it, because the power will not go through the piston, the extended piston, it'll only go through a block. That's why with this, right here, that block that I just put the torch on, it cannot be a glowstone and it cannot be a glass. That's what, because those two blocks, power cannot go through. Glowstone used to be able to, but in one of the recent updates, you can't. I'll just show you, like, see, the power will not go through it. As of a normal block, it will. And by normal, just basically any other block, except for half slabs and stairs, but I think it could still go through some stairs. Sorry, I like OCD. That's yeah. Let me find a redstone torch. Alright. I'm going to build this for you right now, and also I can't tell you exactly the size because it depends on what you're using it on and their space. I put the glass there just so you can kind of see. because like the torch is in there, and I usually keep it a 2 wide open just so you can see like how the block swaps over and over nothing. And also I think it works better like that. Sometimes there'll be glitches if you don't take the 2. Over here I'm gonna build it. So basically you start with 2 blocks cut out like that, and then you put a torch in there. If I had my inventory correctly laid out, you could do sticky or normal, but stickies usually, if there's ever happens to be a glitch, well, one sticky piston will pull the block back and it'll basically fix it. And then what you do is place the block, and then you place the blocks on top like this. Put a torch there, torch there. Put a redstone on top. And that's pretty much it for the whole thing. But now you have to have your source coming in and your source coming out. When you have sources coming in, also another thing is, like, if you use a lever on this, oh well, I didn't mean to do that. Let me fix it. If you have a lever on this, if I do this, see, it turns it off, but it's not being turned back on immediately. So what you have to do is, if you use a lever, you have to flick it twice, basically. If you want to make something look cool, like say you create a reset switch of some sort where you have to turn it off and turn it back on. Like, above this, you can have some kind of, torch showing it off. Like, let's see. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's kind of confusing, and I'd have to waste a lot of time doing that. But basically, you can create like a reset switch. So that's why people mainly use this for buttons. Also, another plus side to this is you can put a button on 2 sides of a wall, and they both will activate it. Just make sure you do not put the button on this, because then it'll power the wire and it'll power the thing, and it just kind of gets all buggy. But so back to over here, you have to have a source. The source coming in will always link to the top part up here, so you can either do this, or actually I think you're supposed to do it that way. Have a block sticking out, and then you basically just make a little staircase for your wire. For this, I don't have to do that. I could just do that. Well, if you really want to, you could just put on the thing, but whatever. See, I have the two blocks taken out with one torch in one of them. It doesn't matter exactly which torch is in, as long as you put the wires in the not the wires, the redstone in the right spot. Like, if I put the redstone there, it will never work because there's no power going to the block at any time. Put the redstone here. Be sure you do not, like, say if you wanted the power to go that way, do not put it there, because then if for one thing, I don't think it will power it, or let me see if it will. It's just it'll be really messed up if it does. Yeah, and then you get a lot of problems with this power touching this piston. And so what you want to do is you always want to go 2 out, and then whichever way you want to go. Like right here, you're able to do that and then go that way, but do not go there. So yeah, like, just go out, and you can put your test subject. Right now, since I just placed it, it'll be like a bit buggy. I can just do this. There. So then that's pretty much it. Click it, switches over, and changes or toggles the state of the object. One thing that I'm actually looking forward to is in the 1.2 update of Minecraft. Now that it's not in beta or anything anymore, other than full release. But they're gonna add glowstone powered, or not glowstone, redstone blocks, basically, redstone light. I don't know exactly how it'll look. I mean, I remember seeing it, but it looks sort of like a glowstone, I think, and it's got the same effects as a glowstone. And some servers have plugins where you're able to, like, power the glowstone and it'll turn it to glass. So that's like, they use that for, like, lighting. But now you won't need the plugins or mods to turn lights on and off cool anymore without having to use major redstone stuff, which I will have a episode showing you how to, like, basically you can create hidden doors. I'll have those hidden, well, I mean, actually, like, really good hidden doors, not just like a cheap one where it's like it'll be like 2x2 hidden door, or 2x3. But there'll be that. I have I'll show you a little bit on the Lightstone block, but when that comes out, and then there's a block switching. You can, and what you do is you place one of the blocks will be a glowstone, and one of them will be whatever blends in with your wall, and you can basically create lights. Um, that's the other method that I just said at the beginning of this episode. Um, Instead of using this, it'll be a kind of intertwined with it, where like there'll be two pistons, but a third piston that pushes the block out. Um, it's kind of confusing, you'll get it once you see the video, but that's it. That's how you create a piston floppy. Some people call this something else. I don't remember what they call it, but it's usually something floppy. There's a normal floppy where it's the, like major redstone. I don't even know how to build it anymore because I don't use it, and it's like if you're playing in survival, it's redstone consuming. If you're playing in creative, it's just space consuming too. But uh, that's pretty much it. Yeah, piston floppy. See you guys on the next episode. Peace.